So there are 5 secret costs into buying your home, right? All you hear is, oh, all you need is a down payment, 3.5%. You're good. Down payment, done. Don't have to worry about nothing else. There's 5 secret payments that nobody talks about when you're thinking about buying a home. And I want to help you break them down, pretty much. I'm Sierra Harvey. I'm a local real estate agent here in Milwaukee, and I'm just trying to help people get into their first home. So the 5 secret costs are going to be, number 1 is closing costs. A lot of people don't even know that. When I first bought my house, I didn't even know what closing costs was. Like, I had to do research on it and understand why. Like, what is this money for? So it's your closing costs. What's the, it takes to close on your house, like transfer fees, vendor ordination fees, and stuff like that. Like, it all adds up. And one of them, I thought I had to pay for my buyer's agent. You do not have to pay for your buyer's agent. I thought that went into the closing costs. I'm like, what makes the closing costs so expensive? No, you don't even pay for your buyer's agent. You have paid no commission for your buyer's agent. I thought it went into the closing costs. That's how naive I was. So I want to clarify. You don't pay for your buyer's agent. I'm going to make a whole nother video on what goes into closing costs, but 2 to 6% goes into closing costs. So that is a big chunk. It's like a double down payment, right? So your down payment, then think about another down payment. That's closing cost. But actually some homeowners will include a closing cost if you had to request it. They'll include your closing cost into the sale of the home. So it'll be a credit towards you. It'll be a debt towards them and a credit towards you. So that for them to cover your closing costs. Number 2 is home appraisal. Oh, you need a home appraisal. At the end of the day, ain't no lender is going to give you a loan if you don't have a home appraisal. They want to make sure that they get their money back if you default on this loan. That would pretty much home appraisal is for. They want to know the loan is going to be, their product is worth the money they give you. So those could go around for $500. But sometimes the lender will put it into the closing cost. So that can be what adds up to the closing cost as well. That's why the variation, you don't know what the closing cost is. It's always a variation because some stuff can get added to it. But those can get pricey, and usually the lender recommends their own home appraisal. You don't have to really look for a home appraisal. Home appraiser. Usually the lender has their own home appraiser, and they send them out and they appraise your home to see how much it's actually worth. If you overbid, they want to make sure that you overbid and the house is still going to be worth the amount you overbid. But 3 is the home inspection. Home inspection is more of optional, but definitely recommend it at all times for any home, because it can look like a perfectly remodeled home and beautiful and everything's remodeled, but they didn't do the plumbing properly. They didn't do your electricity properly. There can be the underlying problems that you didn't even know about, which happens a lot because people like to flip homes and they don't care about the quality of the flipping they do. So even if it looks flipped and renovated, still get that home inspection, because you don't know what you're going to be buying into. And you want to make sure you know. At the end of the day, this is the biggest purchase you're going to make in your life. Make sure it goes smoothly 5 years down the road. You don't have to freaking redo the basement because they didn't properly put the 2x4 on. But home inspections could cost you around $300 to $400. Get your reviews on them. Make sure that they do a good job. Some home inspections are really lazy and they just want their money. They go in and out. They just look around like this. Yep. Pretty much done. No, you want somebody that looks in every crack and crevice, and they might spend 3-4 hours doing a home inspection, which is great, right? So you don't want nobody that spends an hour doing a home inspection. It's not going to be done good. It's not going to be done right either. So, and get your money's worth. So do reviews, interview them. If you have to interview some, see what the prices are. If they're really cheap, like really cheap, definitely do some reviews on it. Look at reviews and ask them questions and see what, why are they so cheap? Because Ain't nothing, you get what you pay for, right? Okay. Moving on to the next one. Sometimes home insurances want their full year up front, which means that's like $1,000 to $1,200 out of nowhere. You didn't even expect you had to pay, because that's how much home insurance is usually. But they most times they refund you after your closing, because your mortgage payment is tied in. That home insurance is tied into your mortgage payment. So they divide it by 12 and they put into your mortgage payment, right? So the most times they refund you all the money back after your closing, because then it starts up an escrow for your to pay them. Sometimes it gets put into the closing cost too. So it all depends on your lender. Sometimes your lender will pay for the will pay it into the closing costs, so they'll refund the money back to you. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it goes into your closing cost. There's another closing cost, right? That what adds up to your closing cost is your home insurance. But sometimes you have to pay it up front, because that's what the home insurance want. They want to make sure that they're going to cover your home and they have the money at hand. So put that into your cost of what you might have to give. Because all these are, like, a lot of these are unexpected, right? And number 5, last but not least, earnest money. I didn't know what the heck earnest money was when I first bought my house. What was earnest money? What do I need to give you extra money? I'm already had a contract saying I'm gonna buy your house. They want to make sure you're gonna buy their house, right? They want to make sure when they picked your offer over the next one that they're gonna be closing in 30 to 45 days. So your earnest money say, hey, I'm a serious buyer and I want your home. And if I don't get your home, your time was not wasted. You get this certain amount of money to show that how serious I was. It could be up to the home seller to say, hey, I want $3,000 in earnest money. Or it could be up to you. You could offer, hey, I'm going to give you $2,000. Is that cool? No, would that be, will you accept me giving you $2,000 for earnest money? Is that serious enough for you? Because it's all about the home seller. The home seller wants to know that you're going to go through your contract, that you're serious about buying my home. Because if not, I just wasted all my time and I have to restart this whole process of putting my house back on the market, looking for new buyers, and it has to be worth it at the end of the day. That's what earnest money is. It's just good faith money. So that's it. These are the 5 little secret payments that you didn't know you would have to be paying. And yeah, sometimes the lender will pay it, but sometimes you have to come out your pocket. And you don't want $1,000 to hold up your finishing your buying process and finish up the closing process. You want to make sure you have a little bit extra money. And you shouldn't be dragging all your money out your savings anyways to pay for the down payment. But if you are, there are secret little payments you have to include into your budget. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope you learned something. I hope I helped you uncover something that you never knew about. And if you did, you can hit the like button. It's up to you. But I do hope I can see you in the next one.